Hello, welcome to English Language for Basic 1 once again. I hope you are excited for another interesting class. At the end of this lesson, pupils or learners should be able to learn some vowel theme sounds or some digraph sounds, learn about split digraphs, know the difference between blends and digraphs, and read some common words. Alright, we're still talking about phonics. Remember what phonics are? Phonics is all about knowing the sounds of the letters of the alphabet. And we're focusing on digraphs. Now, what is a digraph, or what are digraphs? That's very simple. Digraphs are two letters of the alphabet that together make one sound. Okay? And we'll be discussing some digraphs in this video. Alright, before we talk about digraphs, let's talk about something interesting, something that is similar to digraphs. They're called blends. Blends. Now, a blend or blends is when you have two or more consonant letters together and each of them make their particular sound. Okay, they do not form a new sound, or they do not make one sound. Each letter makes its own sound. Alright, I'm sure you've seen blends before in a lot of words. For example, you have blends in the word stop. As you can see, S and T. They are both consonant letters and they are together and they make their individual sound. The S is making its S sound and the T is making the T sound, and together they're making an ST sound. So in the word stop and clock, in the word clock you have the CL making the K and L sound. Together it's making a cl sound, a cl sound. So in the word stop and clock, the blends are ST and CL, okay, because the consonant letters are together. So blends are always consonant letters and that are grouped together or they are close together in a word, okay, and each of them make their own sound. But digraphs are any two letters. They can be consonant letters together or they can be vowel letters together. Any two letters of the alphabet that make what? One particular sound. Blends can be more than two letters, okay? You can have many consonant letters together. And blends are always consonant letters. But digraphs are always two. They are not more than two and they make a particular sound. Don't worry, as we go on you will understand better. Alright, we have two main types of digraphs. We have the vowel digraphs, we have the consonant digraphs. These are the lists of digraphs, okay? And don't worry, they may look like a lot, but they're very, very simple, okay? And all you need to learn is just how they sound. So we're focusing on just the vowel digraphs. Alright, so remember we're talking about vowel digraphs. What is a digraph again? Two letters that come together to make one new sound. One new sound. That's what a digraph is. And we'll be looking at vowel digraphs. That means all the digraphs that we'll be looking at have vowel letters in them. So the first group we'll be looking at is the digraphs AI, AY, and EY, and they all make the same sound, which is A. A. Now you know that A, the letter A, normally makes the sound A, and the letter I normally makes the sound E. So but usually in the English language, when you see the letter A and letter I together, instead of making a sound like I, instead they make what? The sound A. A. That's very important, okay? Also, the letter A and Y together, they make the same sound. A. Same the letter E and Y together. They make the sound A. Let's look at some words. Alright, we have 3 words here. We have M-A-I-D. That's what? Maid. A maid, that's like a servant. Maid. So the M is making its normal sound, the sound. The D is making the usual D sound. And here the AI is making the sound A. So together we have aid, maid, maid. And we have M-A-Y. How do you pronounce that? May, May, like the month of May. H-E-Y. Now H makes the H sound. So what does H-E-Y spell? Hey, hey. Alright, let's look at other examples. You have S-T-A-Y. Now remember, S and T are example of blends, okay? They don't, S and T, though they are together, they don't make a new sound. Okay, the S still has its S sound, and the T still has its T sound. Together they make an S sound. So in the word S-T-A-Y, you have S, A, st, A. Together you have what? Stay, stay. Okay. The next word, O-B-E-Y, obey, obey, O-B-E-Y. Alright, let's look at the next digraph. E-E. Usually when you see E-E in a word, it makes the sound E. 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 Okay? E. Say it with me. E. Very good. So, you find this in words like S-E-E, see, like what you do with your eyes, and B-E-E, bee, bzz, the insect, the bee, and also your F-E-E-S. What does that spell? Fees, fees, like your school fees. Alright? Alright, now we have E-A, okay, E-A. And when E and A are together, the reason why they are red is because they make so many different new sounds when they are together. For example, they make the sound E in the word sea, S-E-A. The sea, like where you have where you have a ship or a boat, the deep blue sea. They also make, so there they make the E sound. They also make the E sound in the word beat, B-E-A-T. But now in the word H-E-A-R-T, they make an A sound. That's the word heart. And in the word D-E-A-D, that's the word dead, like when something dies. They make an E sound. Okay, so they make so many new sounds. Alright, but over time you'll be able to learn the words with practice. Now you also have the digraph IE. Now IE, just like EA, makes so many different sounds. Okay, they make new sounds when they are together, and they make sounds like E in the word thief, a thief, someone who steals. T-H-I-E-F, thief. Okay, and in the word B-E-L-I-E-F, the I-E there makes the sound E, belief. Okay, B-E-L-I-E-F spells belief. Now in the word L-I-E, can you guess what this word is? Lie. So here I and E are making an I sound. The L is making the L sound, and I-E is making an I sound. Lie, lie. Also P-I-E. Can you guess this word? Pie, pie. Okay, so I and E, E and A, they make so many new sounds whenever they're together. Alright, before we continue, I want to introduce you to split digraphs, okay? before we continue. Alright, now they are still digraphs, but split digraphs are two letters, especially vowel letters, that are split. Okay, when you say something is split, it means it is separated. Alright, they are split and another letter comes in between them. And yet, these letters, these digraphs are so stubborn that they still have their sound. Okay, they don't change the new sound that they form together. Alright, so for example, we have EE. Remember, EE makes the sound E. Okay, E. Alright, when you have E and E together, it's not E. They make the sound E. E. Another split, we've talked about IE, which makes so many different sounds, but when you have IE separated, it usually makes the I sound. Okay, it sticks with the I sound. But let me tell you what I'm talking about. For example, now we have E here, E and E together making the E sound. Now a letter is going to come in between them. First of all, there will be splits, that is separated, and then you see a letter has come in between them. And what's this letter? The letter V, and V makes a V sound. So despite the fact that they have been separated, they are still making their E sound, because EVE, it sounds like what? Eve. Eve. Okay? Eve, like the name Adam and Eve, or Christmas Eve. This is how you spell Eve. Okay? So let's look at some other examples. We have EVE, Eve, like we said before. And you have OBESE. So we have, how do you pronounce this? You pronounce it as obese. Obese. Okay? And obese. Obese means someone who. Obese means very. I don't want to say the word fat. It just means you have a lot of weight. Okay, you need to exercise more, you're eating too much. So obese. See, E and E are separated by the letter S, and yet they are still making their E sound. Okay, so OBESE is pronounced obese. We have GEESE, geese. Geese are a type of bird. Okay, so you just saw the picture there very quickly. So geese, GEESE. Geese, that's how you pronounce it. Now for the IE, remember when I and E are separated, they make an I sound. Okay, they stay with their I sound, like RIPE. Okay, so even though the I and E are separated by the letter P, they still make their sound. So RIPE is pronounced ripe, ripe. Okay. And SITE is pronounced sight, sight. Alright, like an area or a place is called a site. So we'll talk more about split digraphs later, okay? Let's get back to our digraphs. Alright, this is the word Chinese. Okay, it's another example using the EE digraph. Okay, the digraph EE. As you can see in the word Chinese, CHINESE, Chinese. The E and E in that word are still making that E sound, even though they are separated by or split by the letter S. So once again, CHINESE. Chinese. Say it with me. Chinese. Another one. Hide. 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 Okay, I see the IE. When it's separated by a letter, in this case D is in between I and E, it's still making that I sound. Okay? These are just some other examples. Okay, now the last digraph we're looking at in this particular group of digraphs is EI. And EI you can find in words like DECEIVE, deceive. and C-O-N-C-E-I-V-E, conceive. So you see here, E-I is making an E sound. I made it red, I made this digraph red because it makes different sounds also, just like I-E. Okay, so you see another example here, H-E-I-G-H-T, height, like the height of someone, whether they are tall or short. Okay, here is making the I sound, height, H-E-I-G-H-T, height, and W-E-I-G-H-T, here is making the A sound, just like A-I, A-Y, and E-Y, our first vowel digraphs. So here is making also the A sound, weight, weight, W-E-I-G-H-T. Okay, let's look at some other. This is the digraph O-O. It usually makes an OO sound. For example, B-O-O, boo, T-O-O-L, tool, B-O-O-K, book, book, R-O-O-T, root, root. Okay, so it usually makes an OO sound when you see O and O together. Now, O-U is also red because it makes a couple of different sounds. Okay, the first one is the S-O-U-P, that's the OO sound in soup. S-O-U-P spells soup. Say it with me, soup. Say it again, soup. Very good. Then we have S-O-U-L. Here, O-U is making an O sound. Soul, S-O-U-L, soul. Then in M-O-U-T-H, can you guess what that spells? Mouth, 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 M-O-U-T-H. So here O-U is making an ow sound, mouth. Also in the last one, P-O-U-T, pout. Not it means to pout, it means to put your lips like this or like this, or sometimes like when your mom is angry and she makes this face. So that's what it means to pout. Okay, to put your lips out. Okay, to press your lips out. Now we have O-A, O and A. The digraph O-A. When you see O and A together in any word, usually the sound is making is an O sound. O sound. For example, G-O-A-L, goal. Some of you who watch football, or you have friends or parents that watch football, okay? G-O-A-L spells goal. C-O-A-T, coat, coat. And L-O-A-F, loaf, loaf, like a loaf of bread. And we have O-W, O-W. Alright, so O-W usually makes an ow sound, but there's another sound that O-W makes. It also makes an O sound, just like O and A. Okay, just like the digraph O and A. Then the digraph O and W, they make the sound O and ow. Usually those two sounds. So the first word, R-O-W, that spells row, like in row, row, row your boat. Okay, so this is how you spell row, R-O-W, row. But in the second word, B-O-W, that is bow, like when you bow down, B-O-W, bow. Okay, let's look at another O sound. This is the word rainbow, R-A-I-N. Notice A and I are also here, making an A sound in rain, R-A-I-N, rain. Then B-O-W, bow, rainbow. Then C-O-W spells what? Cow, cow. Also P-O-W-E-R. P-O-W-E-R. That spells power. 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 Okay? Power. The last one in this group is O-E. O-E. O-E also makes an O sound, just like O, and just like the digraph O-A. Okay? Whenever you see O and E together in a word, it makes an O sound. For example, toe, like your little toes on your feet. T-O-E, toe. Then H-O-E, hoe. Okay? A hoe is used on the farm for farming. Alright, now you see OE here in number 3. OE is also a split digraph. Okay? That means sometimes it is separated by a consonant letter in between. Okay, but it still makes that O sound. For example, these are the words rope and remote. R-O-P-E spells rope. R-O-P-E, rope, rope, rope. R-E-M-O-T-E, remote, remote. Have you noticed that all the split digraphs end with the letter E? And also the letter E is usually silent when it is a split digraph. Okay? It makes when it is separated by a consonant letter, letter E usually sometimes becomes silent, especially when it's at the end of the word, the last letter of the word. Alright. Now we have come to the digraph UE. UE together usually makes 2 sounds, okay? But let's talk about the first one. It's the OO sound. Say OO. Very good. So U and E, when you see it together in a word, it's usually making an OO sound. For example, the first word here is clue. C-L-U-E. Clue. The second word, B-L-U-E. Blue. The color blue. Now, have you noticed what is CL and BL? What are they in these words? They are, do you remember? Blends. Blends, okay? When 2 consonant letters are close together, they make a blend. Okay? It can be more than 2 consonant letters, but when they are close together, they make a what? A blend. As long as they're not making a new sound, they are making a blend. Okay? Also the S-U-E, sue. Okay? Sue. C-U-E. Alright, now this is where we come to the new sound that UE makes. UE together also makes another sound. That is a U sound. Everybody say U. Point at yourself or the person close to you and say U. U. Alright, so C-U-E is pronounced Q. Remember, C makes a K sound, and together with UE is making a Q sound. Q sound. And you put sounds together, you have what? Q. Q. Let's look at some other examples. Okay. Cube. Here, U and E are separated by a letter B. So whenever they are separated, they usually make that's especially when they make that U sound when U and E are separated. So here they're separated by the letter B. C-U-B-E is pronounced cube. Cube. The sound is stopping at the letter B because the E is now silent. T-U-B-E, tube. Tube. Okay, like a tube, like a pipe. A tube can be like a pipe. Okay. Also a tube of toothpaste. Alright. So don't forget our examples, cube and tube. Okay. And there's another digraph that makes the same U sound. Okay. That U and E make, especially when U and E are split and separated. Okay. There's another digraph that makes that U sound. And that digraph is EW. EW. In fact, EW makes usually makes the same sounds that UE makes. Okay, so when you see E and W together in a word, they usually make the same sound as U and E. For example, so these are some of the examples. We have STEW, stew, like rice and stew. Okay, it's pronounced stew. It's an oo sound. Then we have DEW, do. Okay, like morning dew, dew of the morning, dew. Then we have FEW. This is where it makes that U sound. Okay, few. When you say there are very few clouds in the sky, okay, that means there are not very many. Few, FEW. Next digraph, OW. This makes the sound oi when you say it together. Oi. Say oi. Can you think of some words with the oi sound with the digraph OW? OY, sorry. OY. Boy, BOY. And toy, TOY. The same OI also makes the same sound as OY, an oi sound. So if you see it in a word, it's usually making an oi sound, like in these words: BOIL, boil, TOIL, toil. To toil means to suffer or to work for a very, very long time. Okay. And SPOIL, spoil. Okay, that when you say something has spoiled. Okay, spoil. Also, OIL spells what? Who can guess? Oil. Okay, oil. Alright, now we come to AW and AU. They both make the same sound. Okay, it's an aw sound. Say it with me. Aw. Examples are the word awful. Awful means bad. Awful, that was awful. 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 Then auto. 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 Let's look at some other examples. Awesome. This is the word awesome. Okay, AW making the aw sound. Then there's an E which is silent in this word. Then SOM and another silent E. So that's how you spell awesome. 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 AWESOME spells. Very good. The last example is Australia, which is a country. Okay, AURSTRALIA, Australia. Okay. We've come to the end of this video. Remember, you can rewind and watch it again as many times as you like, so you can learn the words and learn the sounds that these two letters that are usually together, these vowel letters, the sounds that they make when you find them together in certain words. Okay, when you find them together in a word, learn the sounds that they make. All right. So that's all for today. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of homework, which is to just watch this video as many times as you like. Okay, and try and learn all the words. Okay, how to say them and how to spell them. Alright, I had so much fun. I hope you did too. So goodbye for now. See you soon. Bye.